Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amythyst. We are doing the January 2022 full moon channeled reading. I'm so excited. This is my favorite type of reading to do. As you guys know, I have my own channeled oracle deck that I've done with Grandmother Moon, and I use that every full moon. It is actually a full moon in Cancer, or it's called the Wolf full moon. I just have announcements as usual. I do not use WhatsApp, and I will not contact you looking for work or to get you to book a reading. If somebody is mimicking myself or my channel, please report to YouTube and me. You'll find my details in the description box. Thank you. So I've taken some notes down first, as always, when I do a channeled full moon reading. So the full moon reading is about healing and hearing the wolves howl. Basically, it's the most prominent time of year where you will hear the wolves howl wherever you are, usually in the thick of winter. Where I am, it's the middle of summer. But the overall message for this particular moon is about transformation and delegating and ushering in new ways of being. It's about focusing on what tools and steps are needed to be or remain in success or become successful, regardless of how or where, whether it's a personal success, a community success, whatever it is that you're trying to ascertain. And there's lots of healing energy associated with this moon. There could be electricity sort of popping through the air. You might get electric zaps when you touch somebody. Hi, how you going? And get a zap, or touch a trolley at the grocery center and things like that, okay? It's a really good moon to start off 2022. There's a lot of energy associated with love and harmony, and people really need to work with their inner child at this time and tap into their inner child just to fill up their little cup as well, just to make some peace if you haven't done that yet, but it's on your list to do, you know. It's a really great energy for creativeness and flow, and it's an amazing time for deeping meaningfuls with somebody special, having that really intimate conversations with somebody of importance, special in your life. It's a really good, sexual, sexy love vibe and intimate moment energy going on here with this particular moon. And if you're single, this is a genuine message from the moon energy. Go on that, what would you call it? Blind date, or, go on a nap, or and try and meet people. Well, take yourself out to a nightclub with your friends and you wouldn't normally go. Just get out there and do something, okay? And it's really important to invest energy into your money inspiration, whatever that means to you. So if you can't invest money into your money endeavors at the moment, invest the energy. Light a candle, make a little money jar with some coins and some sugar and other bits and pieces, cinnamon and basil and bay and other things like that. Like, there's ways you can do that with that money energy. And it's a really major lucky time for those that are wanting to buy a house and those that are considering moving house. Now, I've just jotted down a couple of messages, spirit messages from Wolf, because it is the Wolf moon. And wolves represent loyalty and family, protection and freedom and communication and instinct, as well as love and intelligence. So they're what's propelling the energy to do with the moon at this time, those things. Okay, so as I shuffled, everything's prepared, ready to go. I do have the decks ready to pull out extra if we need. As I was shuffling my own oracle deck made with Grandmother Moon, this energy card kept flicking out, so I've pulled it out to start off the reading. Let's get into this, guys. Channeled messages from Grandmother Moon for the full moon of January 2022. Let's go. Please, Grandmother Moon, what would you like to say? Oh, wow, she's in. I love Grandmother Moon. Okay, Grandmother Moon is saying everybody's energy feels quite childlike at the moment. You're coming across with that vibration of children, of that childlike wonder. Everybody's had some sort of growth, some sort of release, some sort of peacemaking, some sort of prosperity steps, whatever it is for you that makes you feel relaxed enough to go, oh, I'm in awe, I feel chill, I've got that space within myself where I can breathe a little better. Somehow, it could just be very small things to you, or it could be something really major. Grandmother Moon is saying that's what that childlike energy is across the planet, across the collective. People are really happy to embrace this year and now move away from 2021, and that's inevitable to even say that. I mean, it probably needs to be unsaid, didn't need to be said, but that's what's happening right now, because people are ready for shift, for change, for growth. People have a handle on the pandemic situation, and we're now coming forward with a new love, new life, a new breath within ourselves, going, we're ready to make those steps. We're ready to put our foot in the water now. Let's go, from childlike wonder. Fantastic energy. Grandmother Moon, what would you like to say? She says pull some cards. Night. Stillness. Can I have two more? Respect and the shuffle. Trad for tradition or traditional. Okay, just give me a minute. Let me channel. Grandmother Moon, what would you like to say? Yeah, she's saying that if you're able to come out of that space within yourself, if you're feeling a little bit depressed, or if you feel as though, things aren't sort of kicking off in your year as you would have liked it to, this is obviously for the individual, not so much for the collective, that you need to just do that now. Come out of that phase of feeling like you're in the darkness. This is why the night cards come out. She said you might need to go out under the sky, even though it could be freezing cold. Just 2 or 3 minutes. Just go out there and make peace. And talk up to the sky, talk up to Grandmother Moon with this full moon. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. And you need to make peace with yourself and have a conversation with Grandmother Moon and just say, look, please help me shift this energy. I'm in a bit of a pickle at the moment, or I'm in a really good place in my life and I just can't shift this little bit of energy. It feels a bit shadowy. Can you please, Grandmother Moon, help me shift it? And that could be your blessing. And then you can go back inside, We've got the stillness card, and that is about coming from that center within yourself. She's saying that people have planted a lot of seeds the last 5 or 6 months of last year, and Grandmother Moon is saying that that's where that stillness card comes in now, because a lot of the world is actually in the middle of winter, where it is very, very still at the moment. There's a lot of quietness going on. There's a lot of hibernation and things going on, and that's why the stillness cards come out, because seeds have been planted, things are in fruition, and we can't see the results from that yet. So that's why stillness is here to remind us that everything's actually falling into the positions they're supposed to. We've got respect. Now, Grandmother Moon says this is about respect for yourself, respect for your path, respect for how far you've come. Remember to share the love and harmony with those in your life at the moment, and come from that space of your inner child and get creative and use that creative flow to have that respect for what it is you're trying to obtain in your life at this time. And again, it's an amazing time to have very important deep conversations with somebody special. It could be a lover, it could be a platonic person as well, but it's really important to come from that place of respect, because the respect that you're feeling is actually mutual. And Grandmother Moon is saying it's a very important time for those people that really are trying to fall pregnant and have an added member into their family at this time. Now's the time to try. Really use the energies from this moon to help propel and set the intention for fertility, if that's what you're seeking. So we've also got traditional. So Grandmother Moon saying, as with the stillness card, everything that's going on in your life at the moment comes from a traditional sense. You mightn't be a very traditional person overall, but have a few genuine core values that you don't budge on. And she's saying to pull on that when it comes down to your movements with this new moon, because it's all about transformation. Come from that traditional mindset. Okay, I'm happy for A, B, and C to happen, but such and such is definitely not going to happen, because that's my core values, and that's what you need to stand in your power with. And remember to delegate, to help or usher in new ways of being. That's where that tradition comes in. You might be making new traditions. Okay, this year I'm not going to do this or this, because I want to do this and this. And that's what it's about. Focusing on what tools and steps are needed for you to be or remain in your success. Okay, there's lots of healing energy going on, lots and lots and lots of energy. Like I said, it could be electrified. So I'm going to put these down and we're going to pull from here. So what have we got here? Woodpecker opportunity. Wow. Seahorse, love. Ladybug, lady beetle, lark, yo, and fox, solitude. Okay, just let me channel. Yeah, Grandmother Moon's saying that this is what this transformation is all about at this time. It's about that delegating, as I've just mentioned, and ushering in new ways of being. You've got opportunities coming for you, ones that you mightn't even see yet, and ones that you know are definitely there, knocking on your door because of all your hard work. You've opened doors. You've got opportunities coming for you to help you propel your life forward. This is going to be a really good year if you can use the energy from this moon to propel yourself forward and to get that level of healing done and to the forefront of your heart space at the moment. The love card has come out. That is a love of self. That is a love of your life. That is a love of what's going on for you. Sometimes we're in situations around others that are quite toxic, but always come from that space of love. Grandmother Moon saying, come from that childlike wonder, nurture your inner child, speak to your inner child, nurture yourself, and go, you know what, I love life. You know what, I love little things like touching the snow in the morning or what have you. I love putting a marshmallow in my hot chocolate. Who cares if I'm 45 or what have you, you know what I mean? Come from that space of love. Really nurture yourself at the moment, okay? The luck cards come out because there is luck in the air, and as I said, it can be a major lucky time to move house, to start looking for a house to buy. You might be considering getting your finances in order. In the next 6 or so months, you'll have enough money up and running to be able to actually build or buy your own home or whatever it is that you want to do. If that's the path you're walking down, this is the lucky card. That's cards come out specifically because I mentioned it earlier, but it's also luck in general. You've got luck on your side. You might be in the right place at the right time. You might find money. You know, you might be gifted something amazing. It mightn't be money, but you might be gifted a fantastic opportunity that's going to really propel your life forward for this year. And the solitude card. So this is coming from that space when we're working on ourselves, our inner selves, our transformation. Just because people in our lives might understand that we're going through a transformation or that we're genuinely making that transformation come forward in our lives at this time, it doesn't mean that they need to be on board. And that's where a lot of people misconstrued having to have a support network and also having that space of solitude. You can do what you need to do and discuss it with your friends and family. But evidently, it's you that actually propels yourself forward. It's like, okay, I can't quit this. I can't give up on this. You know, I want to do a 21-day challenge, an eating challenge, a health challenge, or whatever it is that you want to do. You're like, that's me. I'm coming from that space of solitude. So it doesn't necessarily mean, it's not isolation or anything like that. It just means that you are responsible for your own life. You are not responsible for other people's behaviors and things like that, but you can be supportive and vice versa. So crazy. What else have we got here? Grandmother Moon. I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. Yeah, wow. My high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. That's the second time love's come out. I claim my desires. I hold great visions. I am ready to receive. Wow, there's a lot of pink going on here. So that's from that heart space as well. That self-love. Okay, we've got that love and we've got the luck going on here. So Grandmother Moons, I see grace and possibility in all areas of life's challenges. As I said earlier, we might be around certain people in our lives that do bring out a level of toxicity around us. And Spirit is saying, Grandmother Moon is saying, take that and be humble about it. Go, you know what? They're in their space. I'm in mine. I just need to remove myself from their energy more often than not at this point in my life, you know. You might just need to walk away from some things. So just let me shuffle. There's a really good energy here for career and money. A grandfather son. I love it when grandfather son comes out. Tell and cleanse. Cool. Okay, so grandfather son, what would you like to say? Yeah, he's saying he's specifically come in today because he's saying if you're in an environment where you can't get outside, if you work in night shift and things like that, and you're not able to go out and stand under the moon and give Grandmother Moon your wishes at this time and ask her to help her remove your energy, Grandfather Sun has stepped in and says he is just as equal as Grandmother Moon. You can call on him in the daytime if needed. That is so beautiful. Grandfather Sun is about life. It's about growth. It's about it kind of almost reminds me of Buffalo, the Grandfather Moon Sun energy, because it's about using all your resources. It's about, you know, processing through the land, and it's about using everything at your disposal in the right way. And that's what I've written down as a channeled messages for this particular moon, is about transformation and delegating and ushering in new ways of being. And that's why he's come forward. So if you can't do stuff with Grandmother Moon, definitely go and do stuff with Grandfather Sun. And this is about speaking your mind, being honest with those in your life who you love and things that you want to say. Now, you might just want to profess your love. You might think, you know what, I'm going to get engaged, or I really love this person. I don't want them not in my life. And it might just be about sitting down, as I've written on the notes already. It's an amazing time to have a deep and meaningful with somebody special. Okay, and if it is about romance for you, this is a confirmation. Now's the time to tell people how you feel. It mightn't be a romantic partner. It could be a child of yours. It could be a sister. It could be a friendship that you've had for 20 years. It doesn't really matter. It's just about coming from that space of connection with somebody and having that creative flow with your voice, being creative with how you approach them at this time, because there's a lot of creative energy going on here. But if it is about romance, if it is a romantic situation, again, there is a really good sexually love vibes and intimate moments to do with this particular moon energy, and that will go on for a few days, 5 or 6 days after the moon. Okay, so if you are trying to fall pregnant, go for it. And we've got cleanse. This is a meaning however you take it. Cleanse to you could be going on a juice detox. It could be cleaning your car. It could be literally changing your shampoo and conditioner because you don't feel like you don't feel refreshed after you do it. Simple little things, whatever it is. You might need to clean out your fridge, you know what I mean? You might just want to go through your handbag. You might actually want to get saged or smudged or have some sort of a ceremony or a ritual go on. Then the message is now. Grandmother Moon's saying now's the time to do that, please. It's really important to step into that energy. Can I have a couple more here, please? Thanks. We've got clan. Oops, and soul. Interesting. Can I have one more? And love. Guys, that's the third time love has come out today. Holy shit. Okay, love. Oh, where is it? It'll turn up on the other card. Where is love? Love. All right. Love's come up a few times. So basically what Spirit's saying is that come from that space of love. Share the love and harmony with those around you that you love and care for, and share it with your inner child. I can't stress that enough. You really need to tap into your inner child and have a conversation with them at this time, okay? So Spirit's saying you might be on some sort of an ascension. You might be on some sort of a soul journey. You might feel as though this year holds something mystical and magical and electrifying that you're unaware of yet, but you can just feel it in your very being, in your very soul, that this is a major fucking year for you. You might know what's coming. You might have dreams and aspirations and know what you'd like to happen, but you don't know what the end result of that is, how it's going to make you feel, how your energy is going to be vibing, you know, how you admit your energy out to those around you and inwardly to yourself, you know. But do call in your clan, call in your tribe. If you've got a lot of friendships in your life and you know some of them are toxic, and even though you've had them for a long time, there's that level of loyalty there, as with Wolf's messages from Spirit Wolf. Call in your actual clan now. You mightn't even know who they are. You might have new friends coming into your life that don't even live in the same country as you, but you connect on social media or something. Go, you know what, we're gonna meet one day. You just know these things, you know. Call in your clan. For those of you that do have your clan in your life, and it could just be one person, it just could be your husband, your wife, your partner, fiance, whatever. It could be your sibling, it could be your grandparent, whoever it is to you. Pull on that energy and tap into them with love and have that moment with them at this time, okay? Come from that space of love. Can I just have two more of these? Wow, Grandmother Moon, what would you like to say? Female. Yeah, feminine energy. Can I have another one? And sweat. It's time to have a detox, guys. So the cleanse card come out and sweat. So female. So there's two messages, Grandmother Moon. What would you like to say? Yeah, so Grandmother Moon's saying that you need to tap into the feminine energy in your life that is giving you the most level of nurture that you could imagine. So if that's the first person you think of, if that's your mother, if that is your best friend, if that's a co-worker, if that's even yourself nurturing your inner child, come from that feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're male and you're watching this. It just means tap into that femininity that you have within yourself, that level of vulnerability. Femininity, again, the feminine and the masculine. Feminine is about emotions and instinct and gut feeling and intuition, you know, and that love heart space. The masculine comes from intellect and fact and things like that. So tap into that femininity and pull forward that level of love and understanding and harmony for yourself, okay? That's so beautiful. And you might have a female in your life that is very important to you, and this is just a message that their energy is with you at this time, or even if you're sitting right next to them watching this, okay? And sweat. So usually the sweat card is about a sweat lodge. So this is a genuine message. You need to detox your life. You need to decalcify. You need to fix up your pineal gland. You need to pull toxins out of your body. You might drink colloidal water, colloidal silver, colloidal gold even. You need to do something like that. If you can't do a sweat lodge, it's not that easy just to nick off and do a sweat lodge. But if you can, and you've done a sweat lodge stuff before, do it. If not, but you can go to a sauna and do 20 minutes in a sauna or something. Just do it. You really need to pull those toxins out of extra chemicals out of your body at this time. If you're able to do exercise and sweat a lot, to have that level of removal from toxins from your system, do that as well. Whatever it is that you need to do, you need to sweat it out at this time, okay? You need to cleanse, because there's chemicals in your body that are trying to come to the surface that aren't able to sort of get out of your system at this time. So I have another little deck here. This is really cute. It's the healing, the Mandala Healing Oracle. Can I have a couple of these cards, please? Oh, first one is patterns. Wow. Patterns. Can I have another one, please? fell on the floor. We've got patterns and we've got freedom. And that is a message from Wolf, because I did say, look, there's a wolf on the bloody thing here. You're joking. Look how many cards are on my hand, right? Freedom, patterns. Okay, I'm getting a clear message here. Can I grab one more, please, Spirit? Hang on. Just tap this. They're fairly new, relatively new. And we've got knowing. Wow. So you're on the right path. You know what you're doing, okay? You know what you're supposed to be doing. Your inner self is aware of the shift and the transformation that's going on. Now, this transformation mightn't be over in 3 days because it's the moon energy. This transformation might be something you've made a commitment to yourself and gone, you know what? I'm going to do this all year. Come the end of December, 2022, I'm going to be completely different. I'm going to be completely growing. I'm going to be completely changed. You don't have to change as a person, but everything in yourself could change. The way you eat, the way you think about things, the way you feel about things, what triggers you, what you don't want to trigger you, etc. That's how that transformation comes in. That's why the 9 cards come in. Now, patterns. Now, this is interesting because the very first card that came out today when I kept shuffling was the energy card, as I mentioned earlier, and that's a message from Grandmother Moon. What she's saying is that look at the patterns that evolve around your energy and move within your lifestyle. If you're not happy with the energetic patterns and imprints that others are leaving within you, and vice versa, or how you feel energetically when you've been around others, work on those patterns. A pattern is an amazing thing. There's all different seasons going on here, so this is quite interesting. There's different seasons going on this card, so it's a lifelong journey to remove those things. If we're trying to remove toxicity from our life, or mindsets, or clear up generational wounds and stuff, it's perpetual. It's never ending. It's a never ending journey. And Grandmother Moon's saying, if you're noticing the energy is different, you need to work on that. You need to pull it out. You need to shift it to the best capacity that you can. And we've got freedom. Freedom is actually an attitude. And as I said with messages from Wolf is about loyalty and family and freedom, protection, intelligence, communication, instinct, and love. There is love again. So love's come out 4 times or 5 times now today, okay? So what Grandmother Moon is saying here is freedom is an attitude. Freedom is a mindset. You are free to have your own thoughts. You don't have to share those thoughts with others about things sometimes, but you do have a freedom of speech. You do have a freedom of mindset. Don't let anybody bog you down. If you are working in an industry that's quite clinical or has nothing to do with the spiritual realm, and you're really thinking about jumping ship and working in a different industry, and you've got your friends and family going, are you kidding me? That's such a joke. Like, hello. Don't worry about what they say, because you have the freedom to make those choices in your own life, okay? Also, freedom means, for those of you that have felt stuck in a situation, whether it's an emotional one, whether it's from wounds or a real life situation, the freedom that you're seeking is coming now. Your voice is going to be heard. I'm getting a very clear message for a particular woman there. You've been patient enough and you're about to break free, okay? And knowing. Again, I said earlier, this is about knowing that your transformation is here. It's about knowing the path that you're walking is taking you to higher realms, to different spaces and different places. And Grandmother Moon says she'd really appreciate it. There's a lot of pink coming out today. She'd really appreciate it if people could light a pink candle. If you don't have a pink candle, just light a white candle. I wouldn't be recommending lighting a red candle, but a pink candle most definitely, or a white candle with this particular full moon for January 2022, because it's about that self-love, self-appreciation, and it brings in harmony. So if you just want to light a pink candle and you've got people coming into your house for a cup of tea, you've got some friends coming over, you're going to have some dinner or something in a home environment, have a pink candle going. It'll just really usher in that beautiful, harmonious energy. It'll just be a beautiful night. If you aren't having anybody over and you're not hanging out with your friends and your family, but you do have that pink candle, light it anyway for self-love, even if you have a bath or soak your feet or something like that, okay? So we've got a couple more cards here. What have we got here? I'll go this way. Perseverance, spontaneity, care, compassion, and clarity. That's that knowing card there. Have compassion to yourself. Have compassion for yourself and those around you. And for those that can't meet you, for those that can't meet you where you need them to meet you emotionally, don't worry about that. persevere, okay? Be spontaneous. Like I said, if you are single, completely single, and your friends have been pressuring you to get out and meet somebody or go on a blind date or go out to the pub and have some dinner or something like that, just do it. Doesn't mean you're going to meet the love of your life. You might meet anyone, but you're setting that intention to get out there, okay? So can I have a couple of more cards from Grandmother Moon about this energies with this transformation? What more can you tell me about transformation and money, actually, finance? We've got Sage. And we've got Sequence. That's where that Patterns card comes in, okay? The Sequence. Can I have one more? And we've got Lightning. And I did say electrified. I said electricity earlier. I'm not surprised this has come out. Okay. So Sage, when this card comes out, there's multiple different meanings. Sage could be go see a mystic, go get a reading done. That level of sage, or it could literally just mean you need to sage your space, sage your home, have a cleansing. The cleansing card's already come out, and so did sweat. So this is a genuine message. You need to have some sort of a cleanse, but you might need to go get some sage advice for somebody. Talk to somebody you love and trust. Have that deep and meaningful conversation. Some sound advice, get some sage advice, or you might be the one giving that sage advice, okay? And Sequence. Again, if things in your life aren't working the way you need them to, and you notice that there's a pattern when you're around certain people, again, this is a sequence. Notice the patterns that are going on around you. Notice how you feel around certain people. Notice how those people treat you. If you're constantly putting your hand in your pocket and handing out to others, but in a time of clarity when you might need somebody to help you, they don't pull through, or they never offer you anything in exchange. Like they don't rock up to meet you with two hot coffees. Hey, here, let's have a coffee, and things like that. You know, really take notice of that. Really notice that sequence, because the clarity card come out, so you'll be getting clarity with those around you at this time during this transformation. And you might walk away from some friendships, there's no denying that, or relationships somehow, could be work colleagues as well, you know what I mean? But you're having that level of clarity, and people aren't aware that you're tapped in, you're tuning in that way. Can I have two more of these, please? And then we're going to do the last couple of cards. The Feather, Spirit is with you, and Trance. Hang on a minute, I'm getting tired to pull one more, and Heal. Yeah. So Feather, that's just a genuine message that the angels are with you at this point in time, that you need to contact or connect with your angel, whoever your favorite angel is. It could be Michael. You mightn't have a favorite angel. It might be all angels in general. But the feather is a message. You might find a feather. If you find feathers, keep it. Give it a bit of a cleanse if you can with some sage and things like that, and then Palo Santo, and then put the feather away, or put it somewhere, display it somewhere nice where you can see it, please. Trance, again, this comes up with the patterns and the sweet sequence and the sweat card. A trance-like state. If you're able to get into a trance-like state, you will help propel that level of cleansing, that sweat lodge energy that I was mentioning to you before, which is bringing in that level of healing, and that's why this card's come out. Grandmother Moon's saying, you know, even if you're really healthy, there's still toxins in water and some pesticides, even if they're organic, there's still a level of toxicity and chemical-based influences in our lives, because we are human. If you can have a break from electronics and things like that as well, she's saying, if that's what it is that you need to heal from, do that, but we definitely need to have that level of cleanse go on, okay? We've got two cards here right at the back, and they're Affirmators cards and love and relationships. This one says perfect match. Congratulations, you've gotten your and everyone else's wish. This is an auspicious sign that a healthy, authentic relationship is either here or on its way. This is a sort of relationship where you don't have to compromise, settle, sell out, or otherwise be a non-you. This is a relationship anchored in truth and love, and neither party will have to hide their farts from. Oh no, smells like a special duo. Alrighty then, and this card says, pleasure. I give myself permission to feel pleasure, and I let that pleasure rush into my life in a decadent display of over-the-top abundance. Then I realize that pleasure has been waiting at my door for a long time. It's just that pleasure doesn't knock on doors, because loud noises aren't super pleasant. That's beautiful. So basically, look at the smaller things and be humble in your approach with things. Be grateful for the little things in life, because they're put together with, or everything else makes one big beautiful connection. Okay, I'm just going to get one more of these cards, and then two more Grandmother Moon channeled oracle. What else we got here? Grandmother Moon. Acceptance. Yeah, accept what's dying, accept that transformation. Even if you're not ready for it yet, it's happening. It's inevitable, can't be stopped, okay? You just need to work through. I'm getting told to get another one of these. Awaken. Wow. Yeah. So tap in, tune in, maybe do some meditations when you go to sleep at night and things like that. Grandmother Moon's saying that it's already happening. You can't escape it now. Just embrace it and roll with it. We do have the stillness card, so just sit still in yourself. We do have the trance card. Get into that trance-like state if you can, and really propel forward that transformation. And just don't get into a trance-like state or a meditative state, or do meditations to do anything other than just resonate in your energy and your angelic energy and spaces. Okay, we've got offering, yeah, and we've got share. Yeah, and I did say about sharing the love and harmony and sharing your thoughts and feelings with loved ones and people that are very important to you at this time. And offering, this is a message from Grandmother Moon. There is an offering coming here. The very first card that I turned over at the top here today was opportunity, and that ties in with that. In fact, they're the same color. And Grandmother Moon's saying it's really important to know that what is being offered to you mightn't show you the full details now. A little offering that's coming into your life at this time might really alter your life in 6 months from now, and you're not even aware of it. And I did say something similar earlier. So enjoy the energy from this full moon. As with money, sorry, I did mention finances earlier. For those of you that are looking for extra work, I'll grab a couple of these real quick. For those of you that are looking for extra work or extra sources of income, be careful of something that seems overly too good to be true. Really dig deep. I'm getting told, read the small print. Really do reference checks and background checks on a situation. It doesn't have to be on a person, but on a situation, to make sure that you don't have to come up with all these upfront costs and stuff like that if you're not willing to. Inspiration and grace. Yeah, so you're able to pull the money in that you need to pull in. You've got definitely money symbols around you. And I did say, where did I write this down? Invest your energy into inspiration associated with money and finances. So whatever that means to you. And we've got joy. Can I have one more of these cards, please, associated with money and finances for this particular pile? And amusement. Yeah, so just be humble, just be gracious. Like you might think, yeah, this is amusing because I'm got bills up to my eyeballs and I can't come up with all this extra money. I need X amount of money by this date, but I can't see it happening, and this and that. Just have faith and come from that space of inspiration. Get really creative with your endeavors. Go through everything you own. Sell some of your handbags, sell some of your shoes, sell some of your clothing online. You know what I mean? Do things like that. Like really get creative in what it is that you do, that you're able to do, because you'll be able to pull money in from that. All right. For those of you that are looking for a second job or have just got a second job, you will burn out if you are not careful. So just get to that point where you can't continue on. If you've got a financial goal that you want to hit that goal, and then get out of that space. Okay. But do come from that space of joy. Do know that the offering that's coming for you is there to help you propel your life forward with that transformation and remain in that space of grace when it comes to money. If somebody says, look, I know you're doing it tough right now, here's $100, pay me back when you can, take it graciously, just embrace. Okay, so that's all the messages from Grandmother Moon. Thank you so much. Blessed be. I'll be back with another reading in a couple of days. Peace out. Happy full moon.